Hey guys, this is SkyForce95, and this is the review of the Sharkk Bluetooth keyboard for the iPad 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation. And if you haven't seen the unboxing video yet, I have a link in the description, and also a link annotated on the screen if you are watching this on YouTube. So since I covered most of the features in the unboxing video, I'll just quickly show you the functionality right now. So on the the left side, you got nothing. The front, you have a little groove, so you can easily flip open the iPad. The right side, you have your charging port to charge it using micro USB, which comes standard in the box as well. And then you have the magnetic clip, just like the smart cover, to attach it to your iPad when it's not in use. Up here is where you flip on the Bluetooth, turn it on and off. You got your connect Bluetooth button, and then here you got your stand, which you flip open just like that. And you don't need to worry about this falling over because there's a little magnetic strip here, so it won't top over like that. To put it back down, you just press like this, snap it in, and there you go. In front, you have the little groove to put your iPad in. And then the top row is some iPad specific keys. You got your home, brightness, on-screen, keyboard, cut, copy, paste, playback controls, volume controls, and your lock key. And then on the bottom is some Mac keys, so you won't find your Windows key or anything, but you can use like cut, copy, and paste using the command key as you would on a Mac. And then to the right of the spacebar, you have the language keyboard switching button, so if you type in different languages, there's that option for you to easily switch between keyboards. And then to the right of that, you have the backlighting key, which I'll show you in a minute, since this is a backlit keyboard. And of course you got your arrow keys. The back is this aluminum alloy, so its color kind of matches your iPad. You got 4 little feet for grip, which were not originally attached, but you attach them yourselves, as I showed you in the unboxing video. And then the front is made out of this soft touch rubber, which does kind of leave fingerprints, but it's easily to wipe them off, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'll go ahead and bring over my iPad. When you're not using it, you want to just carry it. You attach it like this, just like the smart cover. And then this is how it looks. Really thin, really lightweight. And it has a sleep-wake functionality, so when you open it, it'll wake up your iPad. Battery life on this thing is pretty good. I would say on average use, you probably only need to charge it every 3 months. So I'll go ahead and show you how to connect it via Bluetooth for those of you who don't know. So what you want to do is first head over to your settings. You want to turn on Bluetooth if you haven't already. And then you want to turn on Bluetooth on your keyboard. As you can see, it lit up. And then you press and hold the connect button until it's flashing. And then your iPad should be able to detect it. It's called Bluetooth 3.0 keyboard. You just press it and it'll connect. Now the first time when you connect it, it'll ask you to enter some keys on the keyboard. That's just to make sure that your keyboard actually matches to your iPad for security reasons and all that. But once you pair it up the first time, you shouldn't have to go through that process anymore. And another cool thing about it is, like, if you want to conserve battery life on your iPad by turning off the Bluetooth, but then you want to turn it back on, as long as you keep your Bluetooth keyboard on, you don't need to go through the whole pairing process again. You just need to press any key, wait for it, and it'll be connected, if you can see that. So typing on this is great. You can also use this in landscape mode. It's just a little bit more unstable when you're typing on your lap, of course, because the iPad is heavier than the keyboard itself, so it might, you know, top heavy over, if you can say that. So typing on this is great because even though it's not full-size keys, the keys are widely spread out enough that there isn't that big of a deal. And for those of you who are wondering, it doesn't have autocorrect or anything, but that's the case for every single Bluetooth keyboard because it's not built into the OS itself. Now, for any kind of maybe complaints or suggestions I would have, complaint wise, I kind of wish that this magnet would be stronger. It's not as strong as the smart cover. While if your iPad is like this, you can still hang it perfectly fine. I wouldn't stress that too much though either. But when it's flat like this, I can just use one hand. You can see that it's really easy to remove it. Or when you flip it over to the back like this, it's really easy for it to just detach. So that's a little unfortunate. I wish the magnet was a little bit stronger, but that's not too big of a deal as long as you're careful enough. And another thing that I wish they kind of included was an extra magnet in the groove itself, so that it'd be a little bit more secure when I'm typing it in my lap. But that's just a suggestion. They really don't have to. As long as you're typing on a solid surface like a desk most of the time, that really isn't an issue. Another thing is, for those of you who like to have cases on, you can't have it on when using this to type because the groove is just wide enough for you to only use the iPad. Of course, if you worry about getting the back scratched up and all that, you can always apply a sticker. So that might solve your problem. So yeah, I really like this keyboard case. I had another one previously and that really didn't work out for me. The best thing about this, I think, is just how portable it is. It's so thin, it's lightweight, it's like 0.5 pounds. It doesn't add pretty much any bulk to your iPad, which is great for portability, and for a student like me, this keyboard case is a perfect accessory for my iPad. It's also priced very appropriately. I got this off Amazon for 38 bucks, which is really good. I saw a very similar featured Bluetooth keyboard with backlighting for about $100, and that's just ridiculous compared to this one. It has pretty much exactly the same features as well. So very good. So for a last little kicker, I'll go ahead and show you how the backlighting works. So when it's Bluetooth connected, you just press the keyboard, the backlighting key right there. So this is the first level of brightness. You can get to a second level of brightness by hitting it again. To change the color, it has 7 colors. You got the blue one, green, red, teal, purple, yellow, white, and you're back to the original blue color. And of course you do that, as I showed you before, by holding down the brightness key and then pressing the up or down arrow key. And since backlighting does drain the battery much faster, if you don't use it, just turn it off by pressing it again. So I really recommend this keyboard. It's like the best one I think on the market personally. So it gets my 9.5 stars out of 10. I hope you found this review helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching.